Hey, salam al-Masih. God bless each and every one of you this evening. Now, at the start of the live stream, I may not be on cam just because I just got home and I got a few kids around me, but I'm going to be trying to kick them out of the house before too long. So within about 20 minutes, you'll see me on the live stream. So I will be on cam on the live stream. Just give me about another 10-15 minutes to get these kids out of the house. I did tell them I was going to go live at 8:30. Their ride is coming in about 10 or 15 minutes. So until that time, I am going to go off cam just in case one of the kids go by me. Again, I do not trust Muslims out there. So I wouldn't show any of the children around me. Now, they can see me all they want because they ain't gonna do nothing to me. But any children, I prefer not to keep on the screen. But today, today is today the day that we see Sam Shamoun run from a Muslim. Is today that day? Well, you know me, y'all. You know me. I like to go through YouTube every now and then just to see what's going on. And I come across this video. The debate with Sam Shamoun. That's right, everyone. The debate with Sam Shamoun. Not a debate. It is the debate with Sam Shamoun. Yeah, that's right, y'all. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little review of this video. So let me go ahead and get this up here. All right, so we got what it is this Muslim is reviewing a discussion that young Anas had with Sam Shamoun. Now he's going to try to critique it. So let's see how let's see how this guy is. Maybe he's reasonable. Maybe he's pointing out certain facts. Maybe Sam did run away from a Muslim. We don't know. We don't know. We gonna have to find out here. All right, let's get it.
So, alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So, today, inshallah, we'll be looking at this video, a debate actually between Sam Shamoun, often called Scared Shamoun, and this brother, this teenager, who is a Muslim. The debate really did not last too long, unfortunately. It only lasted for 2 minutes, 45 seconds before Sam Shamoun kicked the brother out. Again, I keep saying this. When this apologist realized that, you have an intelligent brother here that would find a way or a means to kick you out. The reason is they wouldn't want you to convince their audience that you are ignorant and you don't know what you're saying. In other words,
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Did this Muslim just say that Anas Islamic Apex is a knowledgeable Muslim? I got a theory, y'all. I got a theory. Now, I want everyone to pay attention here because my theory, I think it's a good theory. I really do. I want to know who in the audience would agree with my theory. Now, here it is. Now, when I debated Central on God Logic's channel, right? He said that his sister was calling him mid debate. That's why he was on his phone. And that he had his nephew over at his house and he had to look after his nephew. So here's my theory, y'all. My theory is Anas/Anus is the nephew. He's the nephew. Now, y'all might have missed it, but earlier today, I believe it was, there was a live stream. And I'm pretty sure that this is Central Sister. I'm just saying, hey, now don't quote me on it. Hey, I'm just, hey, we had Central, we had the nephew, now we have the sister. I just, hey, this is on, and for everybody, just so you know, this is on the J and DOC channel. They just did a video. When was it? It was yesterday, 1 day ago. So this is the video they did yesterday. This Muslima is trying to dox J and DOC. Good luck with that, Muslima. Many have tried, many have failed. Many will try, many will fail until J and DOC dox themselves, which they plan on doing eventually. But I'm just saying, it could be that Anus is the nephew, and that girl that was trying to dox J and DOC, maybe that's the sister. I'm just saying. It's just a theory, y'all. It is just a theory. I'm putting it out there. Just saying. All right. Let's get back in it. Now, considering this Muslim thinks, hey, and I'm not really being rude by calling him Anus. Like, he was on a live with Sister Isabel, and she was literally calling him Anus, and nobody was saying anything. I'm not sure if he doesn't like it or wants to, hey, whatever. But let's see how this debate goes. Let's see how Islamic Apex holds up to the Halal Hogan. Let's get it, y'all.
Host is ignorant and doesn't know what he's saying. They want someone that would come and they would like gotcha moment. You don't know what you're talking. Islam is false, and we're using this guy as a scapegoat. But the moment again they realize you're intelligent, they would find a way to kick you out, and that's what happened, unfortunately, to this brother. And again, one of the reasons why I call this guy Sketch Shamoun again is when he sees you as intelligent, as you're more intelligent than him, and you know exactly what you're saying. He avoids debating you. For example, he avoided debating Brother Uthman. He avoided debating Daniel Hakikaju. Okay, and
Whoa. I know that this Muslim thinks he's all high and mighty in there, throwing jabs here and there, saying he wouldn't debate Uthman. He wouldn't debate Hakikatu. Well, I'm not sure if this Muslim saw one of the biggest debates of 2024, which garnered over 1 million views for one debate. Guess who was in that debate, y'all? I remember Sam Shamoun, Jay Dyer versus Daniel Hikachu and Nijaz Ahmed. What do you mean? Sam Shamoun was too scared to debate Hikachu. He did. He done destroyed him. And you're talking about your little boy Uthman, which I'll get into here in a minute. But there's a problem, and Khalil Andani, I think, just debated him a few weeks ago. The problem here is your Muslim debaters are scared of Sam Shamoun. David Wood said this before. For a Muslim apologist to be able to debate Sam Shamoun, it just wouldn't happen. Right? So let's see. Maybe he critiques the arguments a bit better. So far, I really can't see Sam running.
Host of others. The reason is he knows this guy. He knows he has no argument. And there was a time he kept saying, I was going to go to Balboa Park since that's where Brother Uthman is, given da'wah. I was going to go there. I was going to surprise him. And I'm going to debate him. It's going to be, fun. And you guys should keep a tab on that. I liked him for keeping his words. He went there, but then he chickened out. He was like, you know how old time friends.
Hey, yeah, he chickened out. See, the issue with this here is that there was Sam Shamoun, David Wood, and Anthony Rogers. Anthony Rogers and David Wood were having a discussion with Uthman, and they utterly destroyed him. Brutally bad. But what Uthman did is he had one of his friends take a picture of all three of them and say it was a 3-on-1. Now, Sam didn't run from him down there. Uthman wouldn't debate Sam 1-on-1. That's your boy, Uthman, right? I remember his name is what? Sheikh Uthman Ibn Fibin Ketchup Boy Zina Lovin non-Arabic speaking Farouk. That's what I think it is. You mean him, right? That's the Uthman that you mean. Tell him to go ahead and clean up the ketchup off his belly that he thought was blood and grow some balls and accept the debate with Sam Shamoun. Sam has been challenging him for the last year and a half. So the only one that's running is your boy Uthman. But let's continue.
When they meet for the first time over like a decade, you know how they hug each other, they greet each other. This exactly what Sam Shamoun did. He went there, he was busy hugging brother Uthman and was greeting him. Hey, how is that? As if this is not the same guy that insults Islam. This is not the same guy that insults people without limits. And then he chickened out, leaving what do we call?
So he chickened out. So this is apparently a knock against Sam. So Sam talks a bunch of smack, I guess, online about Muhammad, about Islam. And when he shows up in front of Ketchup Boy, what does Ketchup Boy do? He's all hugging up on him. How you doing, Sam? Good to meet you, and all this, just like they're long lost buddies. Sam was being a Christian. We are to love our enemies. So yes, when he meets him, he's going to greet him before he destroys him theologically. The difference is your little boy Uthman was all mouth and no action. What was he going to do when he saw Sam Shamoun? What was he going to do in person? Nothing. Let's get it.
Call him Drywood and Rogers to debate Brother Uthman. And though he gave excuses later, he said he wouldn't want it to be a situation of 3-in-1 debate. He would want it to be like 1-on-1 debate with Brother Uthman. Then why would you have to go with Drywood and Rogers if you knew or what you wanted was to go and debate him 1-on-1? You should have gone there yourself, or you tell Drywood and Rogers that, okay, please leave this for me. Yeah, I got Usman. I want to debate him.
I also want to say, too, this guy keeps saying that Christians are disrespectful and things to this nature. This man has not called a Christian by their actual name. He doesn't refer to David Wood by David Wood. He throws a little sly name in there for him. He doesn't call Sam Shamoun Sam Shamoun. He throws a little sly name in there for him. So I just want to I want to point out. So I hope that he doesn't cry.
I want to disgrace him. I want to show that he's wrong. But then you left the vicinity and you were looking for kids to debate. You were looking for a brother Osman's students to debate, which is subhanallah, very funny. Again, why I call him Sketch Shaman. But then all this aside, so let's quickly watch the video and see how we can respond as we
We all saw the videos. They weren't kids. Good try though.
watch. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And again, if you want to support the channel.
Oh yeah, to all Uthman's all the Uthman people down there in San Diego that stands there with them. This man here, Abdul, responds. He literally just called you all children. You're all children down there. You're not young adults. You're not 20-year-old gentlemen. You're not 30-year-old men. No, you're children. Unless you're Uthman, ketchup boy, then you're a kid. I just want to point, hey, that ain't me saying it. That ain't me saying it. That's him. That's your boy over here. I just want to point that out, Uthman. All right, let's get it.
Links will be in the description.
All right, so you want to discuss? Do you believe Tawheed is illogical, or?
My argument is that the prophets did not teach the later Islamic version of Tawheed, nor does the Quran and Sunnah teach your version of Tawheed.
Subhanallah.
Good. Okay. So what's your argument?
What's the evidence? That your definition of Tawheed, Allah's only one. On one what?
Allah's essence is one. That's what we mean by that.
In fact, we don't have to go far. One what? One, just the way you understand it. Qul huwallahu ahad. Allah says he's one. Then that's all. Khalas. We don't need to go deep. We don't need.
Yes, Allah is one. One what? He's one. One what? He's just one. Well, one what? Right? All right. And that's my problem with Muslims. But we'll get into it a little bit.
Dig deep and see what does Allah mean by saying he is one. You guys are the one doing that, okay? It is very obvious. God says in the Old Testament, he is one, and beside him, there is no God. There is no other God beside him. Then you guys are the one busy digging deep just to see, okay, what does God meant by saying he is one? Does it mean that he is one, but then manifest himself in three? You guys are the one doing that, okay? It is sufficient for us as a Muslim.
Yeah, so you as a Muslim should understand that we don't believe that the Father manifests himself in two other instances. That would be modalism. Try to learn and understand what Christianity teaches if you think that you can actually refute it. Just another typical Muslim, though. Hey, and I can't really blame them. I can't really blame them, though. Their God didn't know the Trinity. So why should they? Right? It's understandable at that point, right? All right, so we're waiting for, he said Allah is one. One what? That's what we're waiting for. One what?
As Muslims to know that Allah says he is one. Qul huwallahu ahad. Say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is one. Never two, never three, never two or three in one. Let's continue.
No second to him.
Where does the Quran say Allah's essence is one?
Yeah, because it says Qul huwallahu ahad. Allah is
That
one.
doesn't say his essence is one. It says he is
Allah is his essence.
Again, you see, this shows the hypocrisy in this, guys. The reason is when you say, show me where Jesus said he is God, or where he says, worship me. These guys would be like, that's a fallacy because you want exact words in the Bible and you can't.
Yes, it's called the exact word fallacy that you Muslims use. But if you're the one making the claim that when Allah says that he's one, that he means his essence, then you have to prove it. So what Sam asked there is an actual question. What you're doing is saying, oh, well, if Jesus is this, then he would have had to say this. So show me where he says this, which is the exact word fallacy. Now, at least you as a Muslim admit that it is a logical fallacy and that Muslims shouldn't be using this argument. Good job. Good job.
Find this in the Bible. However, Jesus in many places shows that he is God and all. Subhanallah, keep that crap. If I am God, I would the number one thing I would let people know is the fact that I'm God. When we look at Mark and Luke, or Matthew and Luke, where Jesus asked the disciples what they think he was, and they said, you are the Messiah of God. Ordinarily, he would have said, okay, in addition to that, I am God himself. But he never said that. In fact, he
Man, I was just giving you credit. Now I got it done. Take that credit back. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. You can't be doing this to me, man. Come on. I done give you that credit. You done called out the fallacy. You knew that it was a logical fallacy. And then what did you do? You then proceeded to use the actual fallacy. Like, when you see me like this in a debate, it's because of this. It's because of people like him. All right, let's keep going.
he asked them to conceal this information, not allow people to know. He knows best why he did that. But then this is what he wants his disciples, his direct students, to know about him, that he is the Messiah of God and nothing beyond this.
So, if Jesus wanted his disciples to conceal that he was the Messiah, why did Allah mention it in the Quran? Is Allah going against what Jesus said in the Bible? Kind of looks to me like Allah is going against what Jesus actually said in the Bible. I'm just saying. Hey, all right, let's get it.
Okay, so if Jesus was truly God, this is the first thing he would tell the people. And in fact, we see Jesus saying, telling the Israelites that, listen, O Israel,
Oh, man,
the Lord our
would
God,
you
the Lord
just
is one.
drop this?
You know,
Like,
repeating the same thing we found in the Old Testament. God
he's still speaking on the logical fallacy. Like, he's doubling down on the logical fallacy. Yes, we know you're an idiot. Keep going.
is one. So why should we go deep digging? And this would not help us in any way, shape, or form in our salvation. Okay, so sufficient for us is Allah is one. Khalas.
Khalas.
You know that. Where does the Quran say
Allah is
Allah's
one
his
what?
essence?
No, we don't. God is identical to his essence. That's
Where does the
ma'lum.
Quran
We
say
know
that?
that.
Where's
The
the Quran?
Quran
I'm
doesn't.
asking you, where does the Quran say that?
Good. I'm responding to you with saying,
Again, the first thing we should ask is, what's essence? What do we understand by the word essence? Essence is the true nature of a being, right? So if Allah tells you that He is one, Allah is telling you the true nature of Himself. Okay, this is my essence. I am one, and besides me, there is no other. Okay, I'm self-sufficient. I don't beget, neither was I begotten. Okay, and there's none unlike to me. This is Allah telling us who He really is, and beyond this, we don't need to know any other thing. Okay,
No. You just done made Allah yourself. So you're saying that Allah is only one. So Allah is only one essence. If Allah is personal, then Allah is a person, right? That would mean that Allah is one essence, one person. What are you, Mr. Abdul? I always thought that you had one essence and you were one person. Does that mean you're like Allah? Does that mean you're like Allah? You would say no, it doesn't, but it does. You see how we need to understand what you mean when you say Allah is one. You see the confusion? Let's get it.
this is what suffices us as Muslims, and Allah has described Himself to us in Surah Al-Ikhlas 113 of the glorious Quran, 112 of the glorious Quran. So this is all we need to know.
That's all we need to know.
I don't know what this guy is talking about.
That's
Maybe he's
all
a
we
bit
need to know.
confused regarding the word essence. And again, these guys love playing with semantics, the semantics of words, and they would want to confuse you just to get a gotcha moment, okay, and to wow their audience. But then if you're not falling for that, I would advise you never to fall for that. Okay,
Yes,
when they start playing
never,
with words, just stick
never
to what you
fall
know
for it.
regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and what Allah has said regarding himself, or what the Prophet ﷺ has said
Oh my
regarding Allah
God, man,
subhanahu
you're
wa ta'ala.
so
So please be
long-winded.
careful. Love going. I don't like going to these people to debate them. Is I remember this guy sent, like I said, I think I mentioned this. He sent me an email that I should come and debate him in his Discord, and in fact, I never replied.
Man, you lying. Hey, I'm calling this one out that you lying, man. You lying on us. There ain't no way Sam Shamoun looked for you. He searched you out and tried to invite you to debate him on his Discord. You, sir, are a liar. He did not do that. Now, if you would have been a barking dog in his audience, he definitely would have said, contact him through Skype. He would have said, contact him through Skype, and I will bring you up and we can have a discussion. Exactly. Exactly, Protestant believer. This guy doesn't know that we know Sam Shamoun. Sam wouldn't have asked you to go on Discord. No way, no how. Quit trying to get clout off of Sam Shamoun's name. You ain't nobody. Sam has debated your best debaters his whole life. Let's just say, in the last 3 months, he's debated Ijaz Ahmed, he's debated Daniel Hikachu, and Khalil Andani. Who have you debated, Abdul? Oh, wait. Go ahead. Inform us who you have debated to make you worthy enough to even tie Sam's shoes. Let's go.
Because I know what these guys are. Don't be a reason why someone would have a reason to insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't be a reason for someone to insult Allah. Don't be a reason for someone to insult the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَلَا تَسُبُّ الَّذِينَ يَدَعُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ فَيَسُبُّ اللَّهَ عَدْوًا بِغَيْرِ عِلْمٍ. So do not insult those they take as gods beside Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Else they would insult Allah. Now these people would insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in ignorance. Allah is the true God. Allah is the true living God, and they would insult Allah who created them in ignorance. Okay, so while they take others as deity,
I ain't ignorant about it. I don't like your law. I don't accept your law. Your law is a fake God, and I'll say whatever I want about your God, and I ain't ignorant about it. So don't say that.
worthy of worship, but do not insult. So don't be a reason why you would go to this channel and then they'll start insulting Allah, insulting the Prophet ﷺ or his companions. Don't be a reason for that.
Oh, I see. So Christians were not allowed to insult Allah. We're not allowed to insult Muhammad. We're not allowed to insult Muhammad's wives. We're not allowed to insult the companions. And we're not allowed to insult Muslims. But this man just sat up here for the last 10 minutes insulting Christians. His Quran insults Christians. He and his Quran insult Jesus. Shut up, Abdul.
If you must debate, then try to debate them one-on-one. Go visit them in America or where they live or wherever they live. Then have a debate with them. They would respect you, and again, you would respect them. Okay, what are we going to insult when it comes to Christianity? We cannot insult Jesus, because when we do that, it's enough to take us out of the fold of Islam. So we don't have anything to insult. Okay, but they have as much as they want to insult. Just like the Jews now, they insult Jesus while Christians cannot insult any of their prophets. It's as simple as that. They can't insult any of the Old Testament prophets. But the Jews, since they don't believe in Jesus, they insult Jesus. And in fact, they said he's in hell, burning in feces or something like that. And in fact, they insult Mary, and we don't insult them. Okay, we believe in all of these prophets. We believe in Jesus. We believe in the prophets of the Old Testament. So there's nothing really.
Now, here's where I'm going to call you a liar again. He says that Muslims do not disrespect the prophets. They do not disrespect Jesus. You do. You do disrespect the prophets. You do disrespect Jesus. Let me explain how. So, with the prophets, you don't know who they are. You don't know what their message was. So you disrespect the very memory of them. If you respected them, you would know who they are. You would know what they said, and you would believe what they said, which is actually one of your articles of faith, weirdly enough. Now, with Jesus, I'm going to explain it this way. If you had a mother and her name was Karen, and you went to introduce your mother, and you said, "Oh, this is just some woman, Ethel." Are you disrespecting your mother? Yes. So every time you guys say that Jesus is just a mere prophet, the disrespect coming out of your mouth is unreal. Every time you say his name is Isa ibn Maryam, you are disrespecting his very name. You're not even getting the man's name right. How can you respect him and you can't get his name right? His name is Yesu, not Isa. That'd be just like, hey, that would be like me, right, going up to my wife, calling her another woman's name and saying, hey, you shouldn't feel disrespected over that. No. Muslim, Muslims say that that's respectful. Hey, Muslims, I want you to try this tonight. Go to your wife and call her a different woman's name. Let's see if she thinks you respect her or not. I'm just saying. So again, lie. You don't respect the prophets. You don't respect Jesus. You don't even respect your own God. Let's get back to it.
For us to insult, we always respect these guys. So it's a good thing for us to seek the same, for them to respect us, and this is only gotten or achievable if they face you one-on-one or they have a direct debate with you. Forget coming online to debate, or it's going to be moderated by someone. Forget it. When they start insulting you, the guy actually has no power to control that. Okay, the best he can do is just to block him, and they wouldn't do that.
I'm gonna give you a little tip. Abdul responds. If you're gonna do response video or a respond video or a review or a reaction to something, you should play more of the video. It's been so far almost 10 minutes, and you haven't even got through 2 minutes. I've been live for 30 minutes and went through almost 15 minutes of your video. That's how you're supposed to do it. Let's get it.
Let's continue.
I want everyone to see you now coming up with terms that you cannot find the Quran and Sunnah. For example, if I say Allah has a body, you can't deny it or affirm it, right?
Yes, I can deny it actually.
Exactly. That's the correct answer. We can deny it, okay? Because in fact, the term body is an innovation. I would say it's an innovation because we can't find this in the Quran, neither can we find it in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So it's an innovation. So if Allah talks about himself,
No. Now I'm gonna let him go on here, but I'm a stuff him and his God in the little box that he just put him in. Now I'm gonna let him go, but I am gonna stuff him in that little box that he just put himself into. Because Sam is right. 100% right. And I'm about to show it here in a second.
and he says he has a chin, or he's all hearing and all seeing, then we affirm that of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and what he never attributed to himself, what the Quran never says about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what the Prophet ﷺ never said about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we vehemently deny these things. Okay, so when you talk about body, that's what the problem is. When you talk about, okay, Allah affirms, seeing, Allah affirms hearing, Allah affirms, him having a sheen, then these, we also agree that Allah has all these things. But when you convert these things and say these are body parts of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then we have a problem, because Allah never mentions anything body parts. Okay, so when you affirm what Allah affirms regarding himself, so I think the brother is correct here.
No, you can't.
Serious
problems. Your prophet never said he has a body, he doesn't. We do not deny or affirm. Do I need to quote Sheikh Asim al-Hakim?
Again, this guy is just trying to twist or play around with words. Okay, it is obvious when it comes, as I mentioned earlier, when it comes to what Allah affirms regarding himself, we don't deny this. We do not deny this. But when you now say these are body parts, this is where the problem is, and this is what Sam Shamoun is trying to insinuate here. He's trying to force this word.
So the problem is when you say body parts. Remember that.
Into this brother's mouth. Okay, if the Salaf say we don't affirm, neither do we deny. What do they deny? What do they affirm? They affirm what Allah attributes to himself. Okay, and they deny whatever innovations you bring regarding Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, body parts. What's that? These are things the companions of the Prophet ﷺ never discussed, never mentioned. These are things the Salafs never mentioned, never discussed. They never.
So if the Salaf or the companions never discussed it, you shouldn't talk about it today. All right, got it.
Dig deep into all these things. If Allah wanted us to know these things, He would have told us about them. What Allah wanted us to know is in Surah Al-Ikhlas 112 of the Quran. Okay, He is one, self-sufficient. He never begets, neither was He begotten, and He is unlike to any of His creation. So this is what Allah describes of Himself. This is who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is.
You notice Muslims, right? They got that safety blanket, right? They got that safety blanket, a blanket of Surat al-Ikhlas, right? They keep running right back to that Surat al-Ikhlas. Hey, Allah's one. Khalas, Allah's one. Right? They just keep running back to that. Oh, but you got issues, and I'm about to show you them issues.
Let's continue.
Yeah, but the problem, let me respond to you, Sam. That's a good point. The problem is that there's an ijma' that whoever says Allah is a body is a kafir, and we know that the
Why?
Prophet.
Why? No, wait.
One second. Wait. Just 1 second, because you're
Get you out
anthropomorphizing
here
God.
because you're speaking 50 miles. Why they say ijma? You cannot say Allah has a body.
Because you are anthropomizing God, and God says.
Aside from that, you are innovating something that the companions never talked about, or the Prophet ﷺ never talked about, or attributed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If this is found in the Quran, then we will discuss it. If this is found in the Sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ, then we will discuss it. The companions never talked about it. The Salafs, they never talked about it. Then why should we start attributing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what He never mentioned about Himself? So this guy is really, I don't know, Sam Shamoun, and you would see that he would find this as a reason to kick this brother out.
No, halal.
So Anas said there, the reason is that you can't use it because you would anthropomorphize it. That's not true. They can't say it because their prophet never actually used it. Now Anas is going to say, no, that's not it, and continue.
That's not what
You want
the
to
point.
bet? Because when you say hands, that means to me he has body parts.
Yes, it means to you he has body part. But to us Muslims, we don't attribute to Allah what he never attributed to himself. He has hands. So
All right. So all right, let's play his game. They're not body parts. The hands of Allah, they're not body parts, y'all. So my question to Abdul, what are they? I'll wait for that answer too, okay? Thank you.
that's all. He said he has hands. Yes, we affirm the fact that he has hands. But is that a body part? We don't say it's a body part. Okay, because Allah never said it's a body part. And this is again, what this guy, show me where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said it's a body part in the Quran. No, you said, show me where Allah says he.
You want it? I will give it to you. If you go to Surah 2, ayat 115, it says, and to Allah belong the east and to the west. So whatever you turn yourselves to your faces, there is the face of Allah. And he is the high above over his throne. Surely Allah is all sufficient for his creatures' needs, all knowing. So the face of Allah. So we got a face of Allah. Surah 52:48 states, now await in patience the command of thy Lord, for verily thou art in our eyes, and celebrate the praises of the Lord while they stand forth. So the eyes of Allah. Surah 92:20, only seeking the face of his Lord the Most High. So again, Allah's face. Surah 5, ayat 64. And Jews say God's hand is tied up, but their hands tied up. Be they accused, for they blasphemy they utter. Nay, both his hands are widely outstretched and give splinteth. So Allah's hands aren't tied together. Allah's hands are separated. Surah 68:42. Remember the day when the holy shin shall be laid bare, and they shall be called to prostrate to the hairy shin of Allah. 68:42. Your God needs to shave his shin before y'all gonna bow to it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So, Allah's got a face. Allah's got eyes. Allah's got a shin. Is that all Allah's got, people? Is that all that Allah has? Well, if we read the hadith in Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 6, book 60, number 373, it states here, and I'm just going to read the end of it. And it says, you are my means of punishment by which I punish whoever I wish of my slaves, and each of you have felt its, or you will have its fill. And as for the fire, it will not be filled until Allah puts his foot over it. That's right, the foot of Allah. There had to be a foot attached to the shin. I'm just saying. There had to be a foot attached to the shin of Allah. And y'all thought I was done. I ain't done. I ain't done. Sahih al-Bukhari, volume 2, book 24, number 504 says, the prophet, peace be upon him, said, 7 people will be shaded by Allah under his shade on the day when there will be no shade except for him. Allah has shade. How does Allah, hey, Muslims, how does Allah have shade? And how is only 7 people couldn't be able to receive shade from Allah? Is Allah smaller than Adam? Hey. I'm wondering. Is Allah smaller than Adam? Because I know that more than 7 people would be shaded by 90 cubits Adam. I'm just saying. So apparently, your God is going to shade only 7 people. Hey. Now there's a reason why we're saying these things. The Sunnah indicates that people will see their Lord on the day of resurrection. During the reckoning, and the prophet, peace be upon him, will see him when he intercedes for creation at the judgment. So Muslims believe in paradise you will see Allah, and Muhammad will see Allah when he intercedes for you on the day of judgment. Then when the believers are taken to the fire, and this ummah remains, including its hypocrites, Allah will come to them in a form different from the one they saw him in the first time. Allah is going to be in a different form than he was the first time. Well, when was the first time? And what form was he in the first time? Hey, what do we do over here, y'all? What do we do over here, y'all? Hey, it ain't me saying it. Hey, we just gonna read, y'all. Hey, we just gonna read. That's all your sources. So you explain them. We don't have to. I'm just saying. Let's get it.
His essence is him. Show me where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said his hand is part of his body. It's not written in then why should we go into the route where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala never talked about? We have no business with that. Okay, as Muslims. So Muslims, if you must debate this, guys, please, you should be very careful. Be very careful. Also, you find yourself in a hole that you won't be able to come out, because you've said things about Allah that Allah never said about himself.
Video. Shut up.
Okay, sometimes, just as they say, you wake up as a mu'min, as a Muslim, then you go.
Hey, can we get a 1 in the chat for this guy to shut up and play the video? I'm just saying.
Go to bed as a kafir. Okay?
I am really waiting. I'm waiting. I've been waiting. I've been an apologist for the last 15 years. I've been waiting for the last 15 years for somebody to prove to me Sam Shamoun ran from a debate. And all this guy doing up here talking. Come on, man. Show us the evidence.
And these are one of the reasons you go into discussions you have no idea, you have no knowledge of. Just stick to what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned. Don't go beyond that.
I'll explain that. Just let me respond to your point. Do you allow me to? Okay. So why did the Salaf have an ijma' upon you cannot say God has a jism, otherwise you're kafir? Is because
Can you
Allah
show me
says
the Salaf saying that? Give me their sources.
Yes, I can definitely show you.
Go, I'm waiting. Yeah, give it to me.
Can I finish my point, please?
Can you give me the source, or I'm going to send you to me?
Yeah. Wait, I'll finish. Let me finish my point.
Can you give me the source?
It's on standby. Let me just finish my point.
I'll give you 10 seconds to give me the citation. Give me the name.
Why are you running? My friend, let me just finish.
Aisha ran.
Oh, he's insulting now.
Are you going to?
Subhanallah. You see again, one of the reasons why I said no matter how you try to convince me or try to push me to go debate this guy, so I'm never going to do that. If by any means possible I find myself in America and I happen to come across these guys, I would try to make it happen to debate these guys, and record it so you guys can
You would not.
see. But I'm never going to debate these guys on their channel or on any platform, any other platform, because it doesn't really make sense. These are people that would insult. They have no limits to what they can do. Okay, but as Muslims,
You've been insulting Sam the whole video. You were insulting David Wood that's not even in this video. I've seen other videos where you insult other Christian people. Shut up. Go and grab a tissue, sit in your car, and cry yourself to sleep. Because we ain't having that whiny, crying, me over here at all. Suck it up. Be more man than Aisha was. Come on now. I can't say be more man than Muhammad. We all know Muhammad wasn't really a man. I'm just saying.
Muslims, we know we have limits. We cannot insult these people. We cannot even insult what they take as gods besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because the fear that they would insult Allah is there. So Allah warned us not to do that. So why would I give these guys a reason to insult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? It doesn't really make sense. So again, if we have one-on-one debate, I believe it's going to be professional. They want to insult you because I've seen these guys have one-on-one debate with other people with Shabir.
Because you insult them and insult you.
How did I insult you? How did I insult you?
He never insulted you.
Can I finish my
Give
point?
me the source. 3.
Why are you a runner?
4. Because I want to run to the cop. You're stupid.
So that's where the debate ended.
Now, come on, man. You're trying to tell me that is your evidence that Sam Shamoun ran from a debate. So what I saw there was a Muslim make a claim, and I saw Sam Shamoun ask for the source. Did everyone see Sam ask for a source? And then he gave him time to provide the source. The Muslim didn't want to provide the source, so Sam kicked him. Like, come on now, Abdul. I was hoping. You Muslims out there got me. Man, this is 2025. I was hoping that we could expose Sam Shamoun today, that he ran from a debate, and y'all done did to me what the last guy done did to me when he said God Logic done lied in 2024. I was trying to expose God Logic a couple weeks ago, and that Muslim he done set me up on that one too. So you done lied about God Logic lying in 2024, which he didn't. And now you done lying about Sam running from a debate, which he didn't. Then you said he was running from Daniel Hikachu, which he already destroyed in a debate. So let me do this one for you, Abdul. You send me a video into the comment section of this video showing the top Christian apologist that you've debated. And maybe I'll review the debate. But guess what, y'all? I don't think he's debated anybody. Yeah, well, hey, if I was Sam, I wouldn't even have left him up there that long. Right? Like, the kid wasn't up there to actually have a discussion. Like, Anas could be a decent Islamic apologist if he got away from the trolls that he's involved with. So because he's young and impressionable, right? He's hanging out with the trolls of TikTok and the most disgusting of the groups, right? So he's going to end up being nothing. He's going to be less than Central Dawah. Like, if you're going to be less than a guy who has his opening statements written for him because he doesn't know how to read nor write, and you're not even going to be that good, I'd be rethinking your group of friends. I told you already, Anas. I thought that you could have been a good apologist, but not with the people you're hanging out with. You may have been able to have certain debates. You may be able to have that debate with the Black Doctor. You may have been able to have that debate with me. You may have been able to have that debate with God Logic. You may be able to have that debate with Sam Shamoun. But we don't take you seriously because of who you hang out with. We've already told you this many times. So that is the end of this live stream. I'm upset. I'm upset. I'm actually go and have something to eat, try to relax a little bit. These Muslims got my blood going up in here. They done saying that Sam's running from debate. I'm hoping. 2025. I'm done. I'm going to expose Sam and I'm going to expose God Logic. You watch this. Hey. You got Thursday. Y'all got to be here Thursday. Y'all got to be here Thursday. Guess what? Apparently, I just got to make sure nobody's around. Okay. Word on the street is God Logic did lie when he was at Speaker's Corner. Hey, that is the word on the street. And Thursday, we gonna done review that video. That's right. Hey, we're gonna try to expose Logic on Thursday. Now, the last one didn't go so well. But I have faith in this one. I got faith in this one that Logic done lied at Speaker's Corner. Hey, Logic, hey, we coming for you 2025, man. Oh, we coming. And we're saying that, y'all. God bless you all. Remember, there's only one God, and that is the true triune God of Scripture. Abortion is murder. And there is only one way to paradise, y'all. That is through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. God bless you all. And I will see you all Thursday with that next reaction.